please. So I just want to check everyone's are okay. There are these few days and these few weeks of having the WA test, things like that. So so far, how is your test going on? Everyone okay? How is your test, Lamsi? Your test?
So you mean social studies?
No, French and Japanese. No. I want to distress. Yeah, how is your history? You take history,
I take drug.
How is your job?
Drug, I think I got 85.
Wow, good. How about social study?
I think 76.
Whoa, A1. Well done. So
No,
it helps
then,
you lah.
Yeah, okay lah.
No, very humble. 76
So,
is
but then the
easy.
one you said was quite useful though.
What do you say?
Because then you gave me like suggestions.
Then?
Yeah, it was quite useful.
So it helps you in your test lah.
Yeah.
Don't need to thanks me. Don't need to thanks me because it's your effort. The last minute you came in to ask me to help you. You see, I will walk with my student the last count. Okay, in my NS time, in my army life, and now as a police officer, even the teachers, I will help people who want to help themselves. Okay, so don't need to thanks me. I'm very grateful and thankful that you have done a good job. That is your effort. Okay, so whoever you are listening, okay, as long as Uncle Raymond is available anytime, at any point, all right, just give a WhatsApp or to my colleagues. I will definitely help you. Okay, now, because thank you, Yang, well done. Keep it up. So I would like to share this very important information with all of you because I've enough and means enough from, wait. Okay, this one here, correct. Okay. You can see from this PowerPoint, not this, what you call this, sharing here, that you can see all the courses that I have. Let's look at CW's, social study. Okay, social study is here. Okay, so far, in social study, I got 14 students. Okay, these are all the social study. Okay, as you can see, we take the latest one here. Okay, these are all the people here. Now, there are parents not in this class. Just in case, touch wood, if any one of your parents to call to my colleagues or check with me, I want to talk to Uncle Raymond, I want to talk to my colleague. Sorry, guys, I will not want to entertain your parents about whether you hand in your homework or not. My job here is to teach you to love the subjects, to appreciate you, and like what Liang Di like that, need help, then I will help you. I'm not going to tell your parents whether how many homeworks you have done, whether you have complete homework or you don't do any homeworks. To me, this is not important in my opinion. Okay, everyone here. Okay, please turn on your camera, Jialing and Ziyi. Okay, right. Please, I will hope that you understand. Right. If you want to, please ask them to check the Google Classroom. 一清二楚，一目了然. Everything's are there. Okay, and of course with your student performance appraiser, that is already stated. Like, okay, Tong Ye, you have been doing all the round from the last one until now. You are hitting the Olympic gold medalist. Okay, like last lesson, yeah, seriously, really appreciate it. Really. I really like this kind of student who really, can I use the word now, Tong Ye, that you are torturing me. The torturing, I enjoyed it. No, I a bit xiao, right? Crazy, I said this. Because when I mark, because honestly, I love to mark student work. But when I mark some student work that give me half done, I feel very frustrated. Because I know the student can do it, but they are not motivated. I'm not saying the student are stupid, cannot do. Okay? If you're not going to hand in homework, this is your responsibility and duty. Okay? So I don't want to keep pushing you, hey, hand in homework. Please, I don't want to waste that few seconds of things once and for all again. Because I got people ask, the parents ask, how do I check my child's homework? Which one? Hey, excuse me, guys, please. You are supposed to tell your parents where the homework is, correct or not? Right, Jialing, agree? No, you did not complain. I'm just giving, I haven't seen your face like so blurred like that, so serious. Right. Yao Yi, are you there, Yao Yi? Eh? Is Yao Yi inside there? I did not see Yao Yi. Oh, Yao Yi, sorry, thank you. Yeah, Yao Yi, agree now. So everything is supposed to be Zhao Xuan. Oh, okay. Agree now, Yao Yi. Everything is there. Please tell your parents. I don't want to spend that kind of minute to reply that kind of email. I'd rather go and look for good information, good exam paper, prepare you for your exam and create notes. Right? I don't just give tuition alone. So sorry. I have my policing job to do. Okay, I got my others things to do as well. So please, I hope you understand. So this is the one I'm just sharing with you. So please submit all your homework. Where is it? Where is it? Yes. To this one all here, okay? So you can see, these are all, your names are here. So you have to want to check, look, there's a score there. Okay, 14 upon 50. Okay, so this is one, I just want to show you. Next, for the set 4 students, please take note. Not this one. Where is it? Yes, this one, sorry. For the set 4 student, please take note, your social study exam for O level is on the 1st of November. Okay, so you still got September and October. But having said that, if you look at this paper here, your first paper will start on the is it on the 15th? No, sorry. Your first paper will start on the 18th. That is your math. Then followed by 19, and 19 will be your English paper. Then 20. Those of you who are doing history, because I'm teaching all these subjects, so I'll just highlight to you. 20 is history. So your SS will be first. So I urge, okay, by then on this October, all the set 3 students, okay, will be bye-bye with you for a while first, unless you want to join. I will expect all my set 4 students to have a few lessons with Uncle Raymond, okay, and to go through with some of the questions if possible, and maybe some practices. All right, so this is what I'm telling you. Next, I'm going to go through this one. Okay, so today's lesson is still on the social study for diversity. And all students, please submit your SPQ if possible by, in fact, it's supposed to be yesterday. Okay, so this is the one later we're going to go through about the healthcare system for NHS. I'm not sure you have done this, okay? But I'm going to go through this one with you. Okay, as you know that, please pay attention. Because some of you forget already. Most likely some of you forget. But this is a recap again. I will have to do it every month because I still have my set 4 students. Uncle, inference with purpose, how to do it? Uncle Raymond, how is a hybrid question going to work? Uncle Raymond, testing for assertion. Is it compulsory to add all the sources to view it? In my opinion, it would be best to weigh every source. Unless you have no time, then you have to choose 2 yes or 2 no, or 1 yes or 1 no. Okay. Okay, so basic inference, as I've mentioned again, you must talk about 2 inference. Even though your school might say, okay, children, class, only 1 inference for just a basic inference, 1 inference to do. My opinion is get 2 in case the first inference is not correct. So you still have the chance of second inference. But I'm not sure, guys. Okay, listen up. I'm not sure whether your teachers have told you, like, let's say, Rita, your teachers say 1 or 2 inference for 5 marks question.
1.
For 5 marks question.
Yeah.
一个 inference 还是2个 inference 呢？一个。So okay, it's nothing wrong. But if you hand in your homework, you give me 2, I will love it. So please give 2, all right? So then there's the one, take note. You must always ATQ the questions. Okay, and don't start with a sentence using because. Please, okay? First inference, always support with evidence with the quote, and second inference. Then with the one with this, I know some of you will be using PEL or some of the acronyms to use for the purpose. So this is mine. I think Tong Ye, you have your school one, right? And then Yao Yi also have the same different types. Okay, so you also maybe have different, whatever it is. If you are comfortable with using your school one, by all means use it, and please memorize hard and make sure that you use it correctly. All right. So this is mine for inference with purpose. Always remember the question will ask you why. Write down. 子义、被坤 and is Tao Xuan here? Zhao Xuan, can you turn on your camera, please? I know the Japanese girl is very pretty, but I would like to see your face. Thank you. Right, Zhao Xuan, thanks. Okay, that's the purpose. Zhao Xuan, thank you. Why did the cartoonist, Yuming, can you show me a thumbs up? You are there, just in case. Yuming, can you show me a thumbs up? Thank you. Oh, okay, sure. I just saw your message. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Yuming. Okay, now when you see the question why, that means you have must asking, hey, hello, why are you late? Why you are so rude to me? Why do you do this? That means there are always a purpose, and therefore you must give a purpose on that. All right, take note now. Next, this is the one here. I'm going to show you why was the cartoon published in this way. Explain EYA. Okay, EYA. So why did the president make this page EYA? So you have to know now. This that's the step. Step one, always ATQ. Answer the question. Answer the question. Message to the audience with evidence, context to support the message. Now for SS is very fluid, so sometimes you can use your CK and the GK. Whereas for history, it's very contextual based, even though you have general knowledge to use it, fair enough, because history is factual. Then actions to be taken by the audience. What is the response to the audience when they say is to mock the government, is to criticize, is to show support, is to rally behind the governments. So based on their feeling and outcome. Okay, this one. Okay, this I think last week I showed you. So what is a concern? The context is concern over people abandoning declared pets. The message is reluctant to spend time and look after pets. Evidence puppy on exercise treadmills while owners are watching TV. Now always remember again, please children, listen. 4 corners of the pictures and then the central attraction. This will help you in your visual graphic text. Okay, right? Something I just realized seeing it has not longer. Okay, so ACE is an audience. Always use 3 different audience. Okay, you can use it in your visual graphic text, 3 type of audience. People who are having pets, I have having pets, and you know someone who is having pet. So for example, Sing is having pet, and Sing is don't like to bring the dogs for a walk. So I know someone like Sing. So this message is to my friend Sing. Okay, example. Okay, don't kill me, okay? So comparison is very important. You must always have a similar and difference. Now, if they ask you how different are 2 sources, please start with both sources A and D, or A and B, or C and D are different. Please do not write, I repeat, Wait, are you okay? Anything wrong? I saw your finger. Is it okay? Your finger, is it injured? Not injured now. Oh, tissue. Okay, scare me. Okay, all right. So when you have difference, you must say that both source A and C. Please do not write both sources are different, because the examiner will circle it. Which source are you referring to? Okay, so take note now. When they ask you, source A and E difference, then you have to say both source A and E are different. Then you talk. Then next one, when you talk similar, both source A and E are similar. Always must be infer to the direct source. Don't say both sources are. Excuse me, don't be lazy lah. Just write the few alphabet and few letters, it won't kill you, okay? So please remember. So you see source B and C are different or similar. This source, explain your answer. Then study, I'm talking about here now. Study source B and C, to what extent are the source similar, explain answer. And this is this. Study source B and C, how far these are the questions that they will ask you, okay? Then you have to do compare provenance. Compare provenance is, that means the what do you call the source A says what, source B says what, the provenance, and compare the content. So you must remember when you compare the content, for example, this picture, is it a positive, negative, or neutral? That's what I meant. Okay, take note, So compare the content, different or similar. So compare the tone and purpose. Now, I know that it's like in comparison of common criteria. I hope I'm not going too fast. Sometimes my student asks me, hey, Mr. Shong, Uncle Raymond, after comparing similar and differences, I know it's a 7 marks or even 6 marks. I need to write the comparison in tone, different in tones, same purpose. But that one is just only 1 mark leh. And write so many sentences, worth it, meh? Right, Xing Chen, will you write this tone and purposes? Let's say, Xingchen.
Usually not.
Why? Because of 1 mark only, yeah. Yeah. Thanks for your honesty, right? Thanks for your honesty.
My school teachers will just write like one paragraph of introduction, then explain the and then one either cross-reference to another source or contextual knowledge, and then another paragraph on analysis of provenance, and then that's all.
So even though there is a purpose and tone, you will not write lah. Am I right to say?
If my school changes, then I'll do that.
Sorry, but I'm sorry to say that your school should not tell you like that. The school should give you everything, but to let the student to have a choice, not the student, not the teachers choose the choice for the student to choose it. Okay, by right, the school should give everything to the students and say this is compulsory, this is this, but it's optional. Rather to tell you that it's better to do this than don't need to do that. I don't think it's fair. I find it is a short change. Sorry for being so blunt. Okay, let's move on to Yao Yi. I always cannot find you, seriously. Where are you, Yao Yi? Okay, sorry, now I found Yao Yi. Yao Yi, how about your school, my dear? Does your school allow you to do tone and purpose, or is it the same case like Xingchen?
For what question?
Comparison. Is it true that, hold on, your teacher say, okay, class, never mind. Just stop one paragraph, compare one paragraph difference. Then the different tones, no need to write, like, it's okay. Did your teacher tell you this?
No.
Good. So she told you that, or told you that it's better to write everything correct with purpose and tone?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, how about Tong Ye?
My teacher actually recommend like do one paragraph on like similarity, then do another paragraph on difference in tone.
Oh, difference in tone. Very smart move. Yes, it can go to the next higher level. But you see, I'm so sorry, Tong Ye, no hard feeling. I'm not saying you, I'm talking about other school, okay, other school. They were very hard to find the tones when they cannot find differences. You see, I can't even find differences. You ask me to find different in tone, you xiao, or different in purpose. Sorry, So there are some students I came across. So it's to play safe to have similar and compare with differences. Because you know what, Tong Ye, if the student were to choose the tone differently, that's it, no? You'll go down to 3 marks. But if you get it correctly, it's a full 6 marks. You see, I'm so sorry. It depends on different nature of the school. So I like the word when you start off, you say, my teacher recommend. You see? But that means you have choice to choose like what I'm using this. Mine is 买一个保险, more insurance protected. But yours is, I'm saying that, yes, I do have students, like so IP student, they straight away go to the purpose one. They go straight to the comparison, the common criteria, which is not wrong. But it's very tricky, okay? How about Pei Kun? Last one to ask you, what did your school teach you about this one? Is it the same as Tong Ye or Yao Yi and Xingchen?
I think Yao Yi and Xingchen.
That means suggest that you better write the tone and purpose, correct?
Yes.
That's good. That would be good. Well done for the teacher. Okay. I'm very particular in this. Sorry. Okay. Now you see, the reason I want to share with you is this. Okay. So you must have, please pay attention. No COD or Verirons here based on Minecraft for a while. So similar and differences in content, and similar and differences, tone and purpose. So you have to take note of this one because sometimes, even though it's 1 mark, but you already make a difference for the particular marks to give you the grades. If you are strong in SS, then it's good to do it. But because of time management, then I leave it to all of you. How you're going to manage on that actual day of the exam itself. So that is the reason why I keep emphasizing to all my leaders here, please, tolong. In Malay word, tolong. Please submit your homework so that when I view it, I know I can roughly gauge how are you going to spend your time in your exam. Because I've been doing that for 10 over years to students. So roughly I know how you gauge. Right, so please hand in your homework. So for example, from Tong Ye, I'm not worried for your exam. Okay, you are flooded with information to write until you are so spoiled. I'm sure I choose this one or this one. So many ideas to choose, which is good. But Tong Ye, So be careful when you put on certain things. So I'm no problem with you when you're doing your exam. So it's well done for you. Okay. So now let's talk about reliability questions. Okay. Reliabilities always come with the hybrid. Are you surprised? Are you shocked? Can you prove? Can you agree? So this one is a straightforward things, reliability questions. Okay. And then you must use the 3C, claims, check, and CAP, the critical assessment of the prominence. Like for example, if someone was to say that, okay, very sensitive. If this prominence was to say that Singapore government is not doing a lot to help the poor or to the needy, and it was said by a blogger. Okay, Zhao Xuan, do you agree or not? Do you think this source is reliable? A blogger say, "Aya, the government lousy lah, never support the needy people." One is a blogger.
No,
Why, sir?
because how do I say it's like
You still have to say it. Don't worry. There's no right or wrong answer. You still have to say it. Come. Next will be Yu Ming. Yu Ming, please tell me why do you think that it's positive, negative, or neutral, or is it reliable or not? Yu Ming. And of course, Ziyi, you can reply later, okay? Let's Zhao Xuan. Why is it not reliable?
reliable, not reliable. Is that neutral?
No, why? I'm asking you why. Do you think this source is reliable? To say that the government did not help the needy? At all, the keyword is at all, not helping the needy at all. 作弊怎么讲啊？一禅帮我 not help, not doing anything， 做什么？做代币啊？什么？做什么代币？
坐以待毙 I think.
坐以待毙是吗？ That means you're not doing anything, correct not? Right? Okay, 赵璇。
I think it's unreliable because
Why?
he probably doesn't know the actual situation that's happening.
I like the way you say that. He doesn't know the actual situation. Well done. What else? So is there a blogger? It's only one person saying it, correct now? Right, Zhao Xuan?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know from your contextual knowledge, you know that the government has been helping the needy too now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Medifund, right? Medifund, who help the poor. Thank you, sir. Okay, back to you, Yu Ming. What do you think? Is it reliable for this source? Okay, you can type on Yu Ming to see whether yes or no. Ziyi, are you there? You think it's reliable for a blogger to say this, that the government? Yes.
No, because like firstly, the blogger didn't give any evidence, like no statistics or whatever. So it's like not like they can prove their point. Secondly, it's their own personal opinion and no one else shares it. Thirdly, they use like very extreme language. Like you say the government not doing anything at all, which is not true because the government will do something. Like maybe if the person say like government never do enough, then maybe okay cannot. But like they say never do anything at all. So it's like a bit biased.
Thank you very much. And also, you also say, no, I agree. That means what kind of tone that this blogger is giving to the government? It will be very sarcastic, very negative, very mocking, and also very demanding. Or maybe the blogger has a bad experience with the government that when he asked for help, the government did not help him. Because maybe, by the way, maybe this blogger got 2 Ferrari car, 1 Lamborghini. Stay in Sentosa and say that I have to put my mother's in what class C. The government very bad one. Don't let my mother to stay in class C. I like the way you look at it. Huh? Sir, 是新加坡有这样的人。我跟你讲 they are super rich, and yet they want to put their parents in class C. Class C means non-aircon, about 30 bedded one. So class A means 1 person, correct now? Hey, hello, excuse me, you got 2 Lamborghini and 1 Ferrari and stay in Sentosa. You cannot afford to let your parents to stay in a hospital or class B2 or B4 or A1. Okay, I'm not talking about Mount Elizabeth or Glen Eagles, that kind of private hospital. It can be Tan Tock Seng Hospital or Singapore General Hospital. So you understand, huh? Sorry, sir. So there are kids like that in Singapore. Not surprised, I'm not surprised because I've seen that. Okay, Razor, is a blogger like blogging in some anti-government or pro-government website? Correct, you're right, Razor. Is you right? Yes, you are absolutely right. So maybe it's about near to the time for election. You know what I mean? They start to 巅峰什么火？一山巅峰什么火 is to spread the fire to spread the
山火。
什么什么
I think it's 巅峰山火 or something like that.
对吗 ？Correct so it's going to spread the rumors to spoil the reputation of the government. So therefore, it's not reliable. And all of us know what is Medifund. Medifund is to help. Anyway, thanks to all your parents, seriously, who have contribute one way or another to make this Medifund more money to help these people who are needy, like the Samsui woman, Hong Tou Jing, the people who are really single, 就是没有结婚的, stay in one room flat. So they sometimes need the medical attention. Hey, I'm seriously, after your exam, I mean, now, no, you cannot walk. I got this student really took my advice before COVID-19. I say, you all don't believe. Have you ever been to a hospital before? So this student told me, it was my ex-student, say, my ex-school one. So I've never been to a hospital before. Okay. So I said, after your exam, you go and walk around in the hospital and see for yourself. And that student really went to the hospital and take a look. He said, wow, after come back next day, not next day, when school reopened next day, I say, set 4 already. Wow, Mr. Sean, I didn't know, there are some of them are very poor thing. Wow, diabetes, the needle poke there, and then with the kind of machines, all these things. Wow, very scary, you know. And then how do you find? I think very costly. It's not the money, it's the pain and suffering. And then sometimes I walk past, the nurse pushing and with a wheelchair, and I accidentally heard some that the children never come and visit them. Then even some of them was from the old folks with the ambulance standing there. How can you say the government is not helping? MCYS is helping every single citizen here. And even with the EduSafe Awards, okay, helping children who are needy for education. We have so many organizations, NGO helping. How can this blogger say that the government is not doing at all? The keyword is at all, like what Ziyi is saying, at all. Unless you say not enough, maybe, Ziyi, understandable maybe there's some certain extent, right? Thank you. So this is the one we are talking about here. So state of claim, where you claim from. This is why I say, right? Ziyi and Rachel, you say, what is the purpose of saying this? What is the reason he want to destroy the tarnish, to tarnish the reputations of the governments? What is the aim after when this blogger is doing that? All right, so this is reliability and use utility. Please take note of utility. All sources are useful, okay, but which sources has a limited reliability? Okay, take note. All sources are useful. Now we can use COVID-19 for example. People say the virus come from China, come from this country, come from India, and then they say Pfizer is no good, Moderna, Sinopec, all these things. Now, let's ask everyone, Liang De. Okay, tell me which one is the most reliable and useful one. Which vaccination is the most important?
So you call me?
Yeah, Liang Di.
Oh, because it sounded like someone else.
Sorry, I called the wrong
I say Pfizer.
You say Pfizer, but some people say Pfizer no good. Okay, thank you. Yichen? Which one?
I don't know.
Which vaccination do you think is good? 不要道听途说了凭你的良心自己的感觉，你觉得哪一个 vaccination is more reliable and more useful?
I think as long as right it's being like developed and like it the World Health Organization like allow it, right?
Well done. You cross-reference. Well done. You cross-reference to WHO. Very good. Carry on.
Like it already has its purpose, and like it already works lah. So as long as any vaccines, right, that we can take today, I think is generally safe.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so Pei Kun, which one do you think is more reliable? Which vaccination is more reliable and more useful?
I think Pfizer.
Pfizer, is it? Sorry, yes, my dear. Can you just say again?
Because I took it myself and it's not actually like that bad. Yes.
Okay, because you yourself personally have been using Pfizer. Okay, because I find Pfizer is useful. You know why not? Ladies and gentlemen, dear leader, because my Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong also took Pfizer. So I feel safe, I cross-reference. So compare, I'll take Pfizer because Lee Hsien Loong is to take Pfizer. Monkey see, monkey do. Zhao Xuan, I don't understand what you mean by, for me is a Keqing, the one from China. Is it the Sinopec, is it? Zhao Xuan. Are you referring to that one, Zhao Xuan? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe your mic got problem. It depends. It's not really Keqing. It's not your genes, because maybe that particular dose of the antibiotic stuff might not really antibiotic. The virus itself might be different. Some cannot take Pfizer, some cannot take Moderna, some cannot take Sinopec. So how? Like my mother-in-law, initially all cannot take, no. Then finally, after checking through all her blood tests, last week or so, she took the first dose. Well, I was praying for her. She take any medicine, good luck to her. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a doctor, engineer, architect, okay, or lawyer, this utility question is super important. If you choose the wrong utility question, wrong things to do it, your clients, the whole structure of the buildings, the bridge, the roads will all collapse. So you must really seriously take it. Now you see, maths is very simple. Sine, cosine, tangent 就是这样 ，dy dx 就是这样 ，correct 了 ？Acid alkaline 就是死的 ，H2O 就是这样。But because of all these scientific and mathematical calculation is fixed. But when we deal with humans' belief, when we deal with natures, when we deal with relationship and communications, we need to further understand why we should do this and why we should not do that. All right. So utility questions is very important, even all the way to your university. All right. So this is the things you have to cross-reference. Thank you. That's the purpose I use this as an example. Yichen, you cross-reference with WHO. Zhao Xuan, you also cross-reference to yourself. Okay, and was it Pei Kun or whoever, I can't remember. You also get your own personal that because you have been vaccinated. So you feel your own that, okay, this is good. I'm telling you, I inject Pfizer even though I cross-reference to Mr. Lee Hsien Loong. The Pfizer, the two I have it, I tell you, was a nightmare to me. Okay, I can't sleep well. My arm swollen. My heartbeat go very fast. I got flu. I got diarrhea. Got every damn single things. My brother-in-law, same age with me, and my friends also around same age with me. They took about 3 to 5 days recover after second vaccination, but it took me 3 weeks to recover. You tell me how? Okay, so just remember usefulness. There's always limitation of reliability. Please. You have to write at least for reliability and usefulness 3 paragraphs by hook or by crook. Okay, so you have to do this a session. This for history only. Okay, for history student, right? US involvement in the CMC was justified. Very fun, huh? It's last week we have a debate to be a president of United States, Mr. President Sir Yichen, whether to attack Cuba or not. Okay, so we did this. So you understand, right? Yichen and O'Hara is not here, Xingchen. So last week we did the CMC. We are using the evidence to cross-reference whether is it reliable to wage a war with Cuba, whether should I send the CIA to go in to investigate to check whether they got missile at the Bay of the Pigs, or whether should I tell Castro to take away the missile, or ask Khrushchev to get out of the whole entire scene. But Khrushchev will say no, because you planted the missile at Turkey pointing at me, so I want to take this advantage and opportunity also to plant the missile to face your USA further. So this, see, cross-reference. Okay, that's the history class lesson. Thank you. All right, so Marshall's age. Okay, this is history questions. Okay. I like these pictures. Okay, Okay, everyone must take part. Yang Ti, your turn. How useful this source is showing that fast food make you obese. Okay, Jialing, let's start with Jialing first. Is it useful?
Yeah, I think it's useful.
It's useful.
Yeah,
Why?
because like the two kids in the picture looks very
Fat, obese.
like chubby.
Chubby. Okay. But chubby doesn't mean McDonald's. How can you tell me? How you define junk food? So next time your son say, Daddy, I want to eat McDonald's, they say, no, you eat like that 就像他这么肥。可是奶奶讲我就是太瘦了，所以我要吃肥一点啊，怎么办？Charlie, how you going to tell? Anyone want? 赵璇
I don't eat.
Zhao Xuan, I can hear you. Sorry. You want to say something? Don't let them eat.
Let them eat lah.
Let them eat. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, good father. Zhao Xuan, you find it useful. Eat long because daddy also eat. Okay, nothing wrong. Okay, thanks to two of you. Yang Ti, what do you think? Is this sauce good?
Yeah, it's very useful because it shows like two severely overweight kids eating fast food. So I can infer that it's the fast food that make them like fat.
Okay, thank you. Tong Ye, useful?
Yeah,
Why?
because they're eating fast food and they're obese.
Thank you. Xingyu. Everyone must take part because later I tell you the answer will be very shocking. Yue Bing, you also can take part to think that this is useful or not. If you are shy, you can type in the answer. Okay, you may also can type in the answer. Okay, please, I need everyone to take part. Okay, do you think this song is useful? Yes, Xingyu.
I don't think so. Because this one maybe like their first time eating McDonald's. We also don't have like evidence to back it up to say they have been eating every day that caused them to be obese.
Is that your answer? Right. Thank you, sir. Wait, Yao Yi, how about you?
Not useful.
Why?
Because you don't know whether it's because of the fast food they eat, then they become like that. Maybe their genes.
Maybe what, sorry?
Maybe it's from their genes.
Oh, wow, now you tell me biology. Wow, it's good, man. You see now?
Sure,
social study can bring biology, but can bring chemistry, can bring maths. Well done. Who talked to me?
Sure, I got a question.
Okay, wait first. Ethan. Yao Yi, any more?
No.
No. Okay, thank you. Mute your mic. Yes, Ethan, your turn.
Who took the picture?
Uncle Raymond.
What's the provenance?
Why, Yang Ti? Why you laugh like that? Cannot, man. I went to United States and took their pictures. Come on, man. Yo, what's up? What's your problem, man? You got problem? You got racist? The Asians cannot take them a more picture?
See, like, what's the provenance?
Very good. 不愧是一个书呆子 a nerdy will telling me this. Oops, sorry. It's good to be a nerd, huh? Okay, Ethan, I hold on to your questions. Very good questions, but I will not answer you first, okay? Because still got other students. So, Ethan, beside this, who took the pictures? What is the provenance? Any more other questions?
No.
Thank you. Pei Kun?
Can you repeat the question?
Then this picture here, do you think it's useful or not?
Not useful enough.
Oh, I like the way you say not useful enough. Sir, then 怎么样比较 you must be useful a lot, leh?
Like need more proof.
More proof. Very proof already. You see these two, like Jialing say, very chubby, cute.
But it's like how not enough proof of how they get so fat.
Thank you, sir. Any more? No, that's all?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. How about Rita?
Not useful.
Yes, sir. Why?
Even if you go into the fast food stores, right, it's still not that it's not that common that you see just you walk in and see like obese people, not to mention like such obese kids.
I like the way you say, not to mention. And you talk like a minister or the professor in doctors about dietary. Well said. Anyone? I like your answer. Okay. What else?
Like, when you look at what they're eating, right, or drinking, right, it's like all they are labeling is McDonald's, and then they're all labeling McDonald's. It's like as if this picture was meant to attack McDonald's.
Anyone?
No.
Thank you. Xing Chen, did I ask you not just now? No, right? Xing Chen?
Not yet.
After that will be Ziyu, and then Yue Ping, you can answer me. Jia Ling also. Okay, yes, Xing Chen.
There's only 2 people in this picture, and the sample size is very small. So
Sample size, wow.
So it's quite unreliable.
But it's still useful, right? It's still useful, can say now. Limited reliability, huh? Right?
It says that fast food is making you obese, but it's not very reliable.
Not very reliable, that means limited, 可以这样讲吗? Limited, Can I get a confirmation?
Yeah.
Can. So it's limited reliability. Okay, so I repeat. This source, like what Xing Chen said, is limited reliability because the sample size is only 2 chubby, cute boy, fat one taking the picture. Thank you. Who else haven't say? Yumei, you say not useful. Can you type your answer? Why is it not useful? Ziyu, wait, Jia Ling, you just now say useful, Okay, thank you. How about Yue Ping? Yue Ping, do you think it's useful? You want to type your answer also can? Or you want to say over the mic? Do you think this source is useful? You're typing, is it? So I can get our... Ziyu, maybe you tell me, what is your answer? Is it this source is useful?
Yeah, useful.
Why?
Because like the question asking you about fast food make you obese, but then they're like obese and eating McDonald's, so it's useful because it relates to the question.
That's all. That's all.
I mean, there's a second paragraph that's like usefulness is enhanced or diminished, I guess, like that thing. Are you asking for that?
Okay, so
because of reliability. Because there's no provenance or anything, so I also don't know.
Okay, well done. Okay, thank you. So thank you for Yue Ping and how you may saying that both are not useful, but I've not heard from you why you say not useful. Okay, without taking much of the time, let me explain. All your answers are very useful to me. Whether you say useful or not useful, well done. Funny, when you look at these 2 chubby baby, you guys can straight away throw in a lot of questions, a lot of things that go, I think it's not true lah. Maybe this one want to purposely tarnish the reputation of McDonald's. I think it's only 2 fat boy happen to be there, somebody take picture. What happened if the next picture I show you 2 boys very skinny like African Ethiopia children, malnutrition, then put there and put at McDonald's. McDonald's help these 2 boys to have more nutrition. Then you come on, unfortunately, I don't have the pictures, and I don't think I want to put the pictures even if you have it, because I find it's a very insult to these African children. So I don't want to do that. So, but these pictures here, what happened if McDonald's were to see these pictures, and these more bloggers or whoever, Burger King or Popeye, KFC would do that? This will go into lawsuit, right? That's what Rachel was saying. Maybe this want to tarnish spoil, and this is what Xing Chen also say. And this is what Liang Ning also said, Liang Ti also saying something like that. Okay, and this is also very true. Xing Yi and the rest of you, I heard you before, what you say. So it's not useful because there's to a certain extent that we know that if you eat too much junk food, you might cause obesity. But what happened that this is the first time the 2 boys went to eat McDonald's. And maybe this is the boy who, like what somebody say, is genetic, biological. So you see, So every time when you look at the pictures, ladies and gentlemen, now this is a pictures is very interesting to give you an idea. You will expect the unexpected when you see a SPQ pictures similar like that. You have to always weigh the both sides of the coin, the head or the tail. You have to make sure that you must have the double-edged sword. You must make sure that by looking at the 正面 and 反面. Ethan, you asked a very good questions. Hey, who took this picture? What is the purpose of this source? Yes, exactly. This picture might be taken that the father was taking this picture and maybe put it in Instagram or Facebook or whatever. And then somebody took this picture and take this opportunity to say that, look lah, eat McDonald's become like that. It's a good inference at a certain point, but it's also a bad inference to mock these two kids. Maybe these two kids got some issue on their health diets or whatever. You cannot say that. Maybe they are having diabetes or what, I don't know. Maybe the drinks that they are having might not be the soft drink. It might be plain water, right? And the food they eat just only halfway of the tray. You don't know what they are eating. Maybe they are eating just nuggets, or maybe it's just a few French fries, or just a cheeseburger. Maybe this is their daily diet. So well done, Ethan. So all of you have said something. I want this picture to bring a message across to all of you because of this. Okay, utilities of a source means how you can make use of the source. And if you are posed with the question, how useful is this source? You need to look at what the source tells you. Yes?
I have to go now for some school event. I think my mom have told your colleague already. So later on, I will like watch the rest of the video.
Okay, thank you very much, Liang Di.
Okay,
有空来做了哈，有空下来做，有空下来做。Okay, bye bye. Take care. Okay, so look at what the source tells you, internal support with evidence. So all of you have taken part of it. All of you weigh the both sides. So you can see some of your classmates say, no, not useful. Some say, yes, very useful. So look at what source does not tells you. Cross-reference is very important. So always don't look at the source, just one particular pictures will kind of make the judgment. Don't put the judgment immediately, okay? Because you guys are leaders. Leaders must make judgments both sides. Here's the story of both sides, okay? And then you must check your reliability as what you mentioned here. With reference to other source and your own knowledge. Yeah, well done. This is the one I want to show all of you. Please take a picture. So what other question do I need to ask? Ethan, Jialing, and some of you will ask that. And Xingchen also. What does the source tells me? We are talking about the two fat boy, the two chubby boy, as what Jialing say, chubby boy. So what does the source tells me? What guesses can I make? Is it true that that's what Rachel was saying? Hey, is this just because of want to mock the McDonald's? Okay, then where is the evidence to prove that these two boys is not because of McDonald's that make them obesity? I want to say, yeah, I think it's useful because maybe he just want to show a message to tell people stop eating junk food, which is not wrong. And Yue Ping and Yu Ming also say that it's not useful. I believe you want to say that, okay, don't just base on one source. And after hearing your classmates give their verdict, you roughly can gauge already, oh yeah, it's true. Maybe it's not like that. It doesn't mean to be in this way. Maybe they are just there for the first meal or not. Maybe they have got good result. Their parents pampered them for that meal. So you see, your mind start to thinking all the other questions. Your mind start to look at, hey, wait. Let's look at other references. Hey, wait. Let's cross-reference. Is it true or not? Or maybe like what Xingchen say, only 2%. Maybe I need more statistics to prove it. Yes. This is where your mathematicals inclines come in, your scientific research come in, like biology, generic comes in. Well done. Hey guys, if you can analyze that kind of two boy questions, that means you are very there already. That means you know how to answer SPQ. So every time when you face any questions very challenging, don't just say, oh my God, 我没有看过这种 picture 嘞，糟糕啊，怎么做？死了咯， don't need to do. No, because okay, where's my phone? Now I lost my phone. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys. Oh, here. Like this one here. This picture is definitely from the United Kingdom, Great Britain. Okay, then the province say a cartoonist impression of the state of NHS from the Guardian. There's a newspaper, a British daily newspaper published. So this is a national newspaper. Just like Straits Times is a national newspaper of Singapore. By putting this one, is the one to criticize the British governments? Or you see, this is the British government here, and this is the person that's doing that, and this is a patient lying there. So what does it tell you? Is it because, that's why I tell you, you must always look at the background. So with the two chubby baby, maybe you need to go for further interview and check, hey, how is it true or not? Is it because of junk food? Or maybe you can cross-reference with the doctors, with the dietitians, and say that, is it true amount of calories that they taken will cause obesity, will cause heart attack, will cause diabetes and things like high blood pressure? How true? Therefore, every time when you don't, please, when you take your paper, don't straight away go and start doing it. Start looking at the questions. It will not give you justice at all. Don't say, oh, then do it. Please spend about 5 minutes of your precious time in the exam. Look through all the sources and analyze. Underline 5 to 6 important words here. Okay, and then we start doing it. So just a quick one to recap. Okay, Yu Ming and Ye Ping 在哪里啊？ Ye Ping 不见了。Oh, Ye Ping 在这边 sorry. Yao Yi 在哪里? Okay, so for the two of you, if you can, please find your 6 keywords inside here. Okay, I want everyone to type inside the chat group. No need to talk to me. Okay, once you find the 6 keywords here, for me, I will choose funded, taxations, remain free, biggest challenge. These are the keywords for me. Okay, let's go. It will appear in your student performance appraisal, so everyone must take part. No need to talk to me, just key in your 6 words here, okay? Ready, go. If not, at the end of the lesson, if you don't give me the answer, I will make sure you answer me before you can log off. 6 word. Yeah, 6 words from this passage, from this background information. You can write on the paper first if you want to, because this is supposed to be your homework to be handed in, okay? But never mind, we go through again. Take this as a practice. Every time when you do your SS and history, when you look at the background information, always underline the 6 words that come to you directly. That is, you think that is important based on this. Is NHS good enough for British citizen? So Zhao Xuan, you need to underline 6 words. So for example, Uncle Do, I don't know how to underline, can underline. So for example, I say funded, general taxation, biggest challenge. Oh, sorry. Then what else? Not good enough, for example, something. Thank you. Xing Chen done it already. Okay, Xing Chen, you choose publicity funded healthcare. Funded. Hey, since you got publicity funded, Xing Chen, then you don't put funded, ma. Why you repeat? Waste one's keywords. So take away number 2. Taxation system, yes, remain free, the biggest challenge, signs of strain. Yes, well done. So replace number 2, redo again for number 2, thank you, and then resend. Thank you. Publicity 1, 2, 3， 3个而已。同业还有2个，还有3个。You only have publicity funded, available to all, and taxations. Xing Chen, thank you. Number 2 will be healthcare system. Yes, well done. Jia Lin, thank you. Only 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Biggest challenge will be considered as 1 word together, unless you comma it. Okay, if you comma means the 2 words can be considered as 1. Or you want to use is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're Rachel. Where are you, Rachel? Can't see you. Rachel. Rachel, you are saying that one is already seeing sign of strain, that 6 word, is it? That one is considered as a phrase by one considered as a word by itself. I just like look at Xing Chen, you'll see what I mean, like that. They put it at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you put that, it's already seeing signs of constraint. I will take it as one idea only. Yao Yi 不可以 public funded is only 1, so you got 5 more to go. Okay, Jia Ling, okay, Ken, you got 5 also. You need 1 more. Okay, thank you, Yao Yi. 1, 2, general taxation system will be second one. Do something like Xingchen like that. One shot, put like that together. That will be easier for all of you to like that. Okay, reform. Yes, I agree. The reform is very important. They will help you in your source-based question later on. Yes, well done, Zhao Xuan. Yes, I like that. Okay. Okay, you're done. You're clear. Zhao Xuan, thank you. Yichen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5，五个而已，少了一个。Yumin, can you type in your answer, please? And Ziyu also, please type in your answer. Yue Ping, you can take part also if you want to. Bei Kun and Zhao Xuan, clear already. Thank you. Yumin type already so fast, I can't see. Maybe the things move very fast, so sorry. Only 3, Yumin, you got 3. You need another 3 more for me. Thank you. Okay, Yao Yi, clear. Well done. Yao Yi, okay. Thanks, Yumin. You need 3 more if you can. Xin Yu, send away. Xin Yu send 了吗？还没有啊？不用想太久的。First thing come to your mind, you think, Rachel, well done. This is what I want. I mean, well done. Yes, clear. Clear. 同业 clear. Well done. This is what I want, Rachel. Well done. Steady, boom, PP. Well done. Yeah, wow, you show me your muscle already. Hey, what's wrong? It's good to flex your muscle. Guys must flex muscle. Nothing wrong. Okay, well done. Who else have not submit again? You're so humble. Please. Okay. Anyone go to gym here for the guys? No one go gym? No one go swimming? Huh? All COD? Verona, Minecraft 哇，糟糕了，我怎么办？以后你们当兵怎么办？来怎么保护 Uncle Raymond？ 我还跟我的 Set 1 student after exam 要准备跟他打 badminton 呢 ，so I must keep myself fit. Okay, all done ready? 嘉玲 done ready? 星宇 sorry. 一晨呢？一晨你 send 了没有？
我 send 了。
你 send 了，我没有看到嘞，对不起。子玉 well done. Thank you, 子玉。You send 咩？ I can't see that. Oh, I sorry. Thank you. Sorry. Very fast. Zhao Xuan, okay. All set ready? Okay, let's go. I move on to this one. Let's go to the first one. Thank you, Xingyi. UK resident. That's a very interesting one. Good. I like the way you choose the last one, UK resident. So this passage SPQ is strictly, strongly, and systematically for United Kingdom residents. Now, remember, United Kingdom consists of all the 4 countries. You should know what by now. Okay, I don't want to continue saying each country. England is one of them. Okay, let's do this one here. Okay. Can I ask somebody to read the answer? What can you infer about the British government role in managing NHS? Answer. Okay, source A. So we are talking about this picture here. Okay, these pictures will have 4 corners. 1 corner here. I hate to do this. I'm very poor in this. Sorry. Where is my 1 corner here? 1 corner here. 1 corner here. Oh, bingo! I got jackpot here, and bingo! I also got another jackpot. And then here, central attractions. I run out of stitches. This room is quite dark. British governments, you have to manage with what you got, what they're saying. So this is the things here that the UK residents have to understand. How are they going to suffer, or how are they going to enjoy the free things like change in area, which is mentioned by Tong Ye. Okay, so always do that. Please don't be afraid that you're doing that using a pencil, and if your teacher say that you're destroying the paper, no. This is how you analyze the graphics here, the visual graphic text here. So with these 4 corners, if you don't believe me, look at the answer. I'm not interested with the L1 and 2. Okay, anyway, after this will be posted in the Google Classroom. You guys can go and take a look at the answer, okay? Right, so I'm more interested in this part here, 4 to 5 marks. Also, ready? 2 inference, you see? 2 inference. So if you want to have 1 inference, good luck to you. This is in one of the school exam paper. Okay, let's go. Jialing, can you read the L2 answer? Then later by Rachel, the L3 answer. Okay, thanks. Jialing, L2. You read this, you don't read this award, you start with I can infer that one.
I can infer that the British government is ineffective or not good enough in managing the National Health Service. I can infer that the British government is ineffective or not good enough in managing the National Health Service. The source shows the NHS surgeon commenting that a front of stitch, but the British government official commented that he will have to manage with what you've got.
How do I manage? I already run out already. You ask me to manage, you siao. Go where? Go and unstitch the other patient and put back to this stage. That means, you see, some of you have choose some of the answer very good. Strains. Okay, what else? Regardless of the publicity funding not enough. Exceptional of some charges should be available to all. And we also mentioned about the services, okay, charges. And then talk about this available of all, which is not available. So 讲废话, not enough already. Then general taxation, what to do with this? The teachers, that because of the taxations means what? I got no money to not only free medical. United Kingdom also give free education at certain point, and also also on certain fundings for people. They also give money weekly allowance to those needy people who are jobless. Okay, so it's already seeing sign of strains. So this is it. The not enough teachers. Thank you. So please, from now on, if you have inferring questions, 5 marks, always say I can infer. Okay, I know some teacher will tell you, this show me that the British. This can tell me, many years ago, when you use the word show and tell, it's not acceptable. But now it seems like they changed. But please check with your teacher again whether they allow you to say, this tells me that the British government, this shows me that. So to play safe, ladies and gentlemen, please, I can infer. That will be the most safest. Okay, back to you, Reza.
I can infer that the British government is ineffective in managing the NHS because the government is not able to provide sufficient resources for the NHS system. This source shows the NHS surgeon commenting that I've run out of stitches, but the British government official commented that you have to manage with what you've got.
Okay, please take note of 3 words that can use for MediSave, MediShield, MediFund. Please write down this word: funding, resources, and assistance. Write down these 3 words. You will associate with the MediSave, MediShield, and MediFund for CPF. Okay. Right. Thank you. Done. So this is a 5 marks. Now let's move on to this one here. Now, if you're wait, yes.
But then
what's that flying over? Sorry.
The elaboration.
No, this is 5 marks. Then is that? This is a 5 marks question. Is it?
Okay.
Okay. So let's move on. If you want to practice it on your own and give me different answer and submit it, I'm very happy to receive it. Okay. So don't be shy. Okay. Let's move on to these questions. This is a 6 mark. Why? Oh, why was the demonstration held? Okay, this is demonstration. Okay, please take a picture just in case. Why is this? Same thing lah. Uncle Raymond asked me to do this one corner. Oh, NHS, cut this one. Oh, cut. Then this one, another NHS. Then this one, holding these sticks. And then the center here. Okay, sorry, it's a bit dark. So you see, save our NHS. Somebody just now mentioned here in your 6 chosen words or chosen keywords under NHS. Well done, you hit the jackpot. So okay, this is a corner. Then you see, what do you say? Why do you think this demonstration was held? A demonstration that occurred in London in 2018. That is not long ago. I told you NHS was taken in 1948. Wow, my goodness, it's how many years later? 70 years? No. 70 years, around 70 years later. Then they start to protest. That means the NHS has not been given them enough funds to help to manage, to monitor, and to make sure, right now, to manage, to monitor, and to make sure that they have enough health care to take care. To manage, to monitor, and to make sure that they have enough to take care of their health care. Okay, so let's go on to see the answer. So I'm not interested in L1 and L2 again. So it's more interested to L3 to L5. Okay, here. So this one is if you want to write like that, children, you'll get L3. Okay, so this is why. Okay, let's hear it from Pei Kun, L3, and Zhao Xuan. If you can, your mind is okay, then you do L4. Okay, Pei Kun, your turn. The demonstration.
Okay, the demonstration was held to criticize the British government for not providing sufficient support because NHS is unable to meet the healthcare needs of the British. The source shows a group of demonstrators protesting from the NHS to be saved, as well as pushing for more funds, more beds, and more hospital staff.
Thank you. Okay, sorry, yeah.
The demonstration was held because demonstrators were unhappy with the British government's poor management, as there are inadequate funding, poor healthcare services. And the source shows a group of demonstrators protesting for the NHS to be saved, as well as pushing for more funds, more beds, and more hospital staff.
My goodness. So you see from the background information, from the sources, you can tell that people are demonstrating because not only you see those of you who have choose the word funds, you hit the jackpot again. So now you understand. So the purpose Uncle Raymond want you to choose the keyword first so that it will help you later on when you write your SBQ. So you don't skip it. Wait. Shucks, I'm stressed. I can't write. Oh, what is the word? So with the keyword there, you can plug and use it immediately. So sorry, Zhao Xuan, I know your mind is dead. So can I get a representative by the name of Xing Yu? Ready, Xing Yu? Wait, let's go. The demonstration?
The demonstration was held to criticize the British government for not providing sufficient support because NHS is unable to meet the healthcare needs of the British.
Okay, write down, wait, before I forget, write down the word criticize, because in case there is this SBQ talk about MediSave healthcare system in Singapore, you can choose this word criticize, and you can use the word unable to meet the healthcare needs of the Singaporean. Get it? So change the word, write down the sentence. Okay? The CPF or the MediSave or the MediShields are not enough or unable to meet the healthcare needs of the Singaporeans or the needies. So you can copy this sentence down. And this blogger is to criticize the Singapore governments or the PAP governments not able to provide sufficient support. You see? 可以哦，心怡还没有完啊，还有下面 Okay, so let's read on this one. So as a result, right? Please use the magic word. Hence, thus, therefore, has a result. Indeed, as a matter of fact, in fact, don't put and then and because. Don't write like this. As a result.
As a result, the demonstrators hope that the British government will implement more effective measures to
remedy,
reform, save the NHS system. The source shows a group of demonstrators protesting for the NHS to be saved, as well as pushing for more funds, more beds, and more hospital staff. Done already.
Wait, sorry, I'm typing something. Because when you say something, just come to my mind. Okay, write down this. Because the demonstration, you see my chat I just sent, to all of you, please write down this. It's very good. But for example, the remedies, write down to reform and save. Write down this, all these words can be used in your MediSave, especially your Set 4 students. This say come out diversity or MediSave, MediShield, okay, good. I'm going to do a special lesson just for CPF, MediSave, MediShield, okay? So you see, the demonstration was using, I want this, please help this. So they are ensuring their voices are to be heard, and they want the people who are responsible for this NHA to take immediate actions to change the whole entire system so that they can please everybody. Sorry, no policy so far in the world can do like this, in my opinion. Okay, just like school, you see, sometimes why some people like, I'm not sure, in my previous school, okay, no handphone is allowed during lesson. So every time I go in, I'll show, okay guys, please take out your handphone. Say, Mr. Sean, cannot use handphone as a discipline master some more, okay? Say, no, just take out your handphone, check your message. Okay, because sometimes you know what? Sometimes the parents halfway through might say, oh, boy, girl, mommy have to go out for a while. The food is there. I put $10 on the table. Please remember. Maybe usually it's always the last period when the student want to go home. Okay, sometimes they say, oh, boy, I have to go to hospital now. Your ear fell down. Okay, I need to go. Things like that, you see. Be flexible lah. Correct not? Sometimes you need to check the message and sometimes the phone keep ringing. I will even ask my student, okay, please, go and, what happened to your phone? Oh, my mom tell me this urgent. My mom says, sorry, Mr. Sean, that I know I'm in the class, but this is very urgent, you see. Be flexible. So this type of things is all depends on the person who are walking or carrying the things. Just like a policeman walking and see that this old lady did not put on the mask. Are you going to charge her? Right, Rachel? No, right? Or maybe this old lady 可能是 dementia, 老人痴呆症，对不对？ Auntie, Amma, you never put mask. I'm just going to charge you. I'm going to put you in jail. 笑啊 Correct, 心语不可能对吗？ You have to walk the dog and find Amma, what happened? 警察先生，我不懂嘞 I don't know where is my house. I lost. Then you know this poor auntie is dementia. Then you take out an extra mask and give it to her. Correct not? So this is thing called flexibility. Thank you. Okay, so you're written down source C. Now study source C and D. How far do you agree? This is usually a hybrid question. This kind of thing. Okay, C and D. Let's go to C and D. Children. I want to rest my voices. I expect you guys to read C and D. Okay, once you're done, please, understanding. Once you're done, can you show me your thumbs up, your emoji, okay? And tell me whether C in your heart, C, is it plus, minus? So you have to tell me, this is positive, negative, or neutral? Positive, negative, or neutral? Okay? Thank you. If you want to, you can take a pictures. If you have two laptops, one laptop and one iPad, then you can do multitask also. Once you're done, show me your thumbs up.
Reliable or just...
Wait. You read the source first. Wait, 等一下我们下去, I will scroll down to show you the question. Yeah. Just read the question first. Just read the source-based question. When you're reading to see whether those words that you have chosen just now, does it reflect inside the two sources? Once you're done, thumbs up. Thank you. I prefer you to show me the emoji in case I miss your thumbs. Okay, so sorry. Thank you, Zhao Xuan. 嘉玲，谢谢；魏哲，谢谢；童业，谢谢。Who else have not finished? 星辰 finished? Thank you, Ziyu. Pei Kun, thank you. Xin Yu, finish? Yue Ping, finish? Yes? Okay, all finished, huh? Yue Ping, okay, can I go on? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, okay, let's go. Yue Ping, don't stress out. You just follow through because next year you are doing that the quite same, so don't worry. Okay, let's go for the this answer. So to answer your question, Rita, okay, so how far do you agree? How far do sources agree each other? So next question here. Let's read that. For this one, who else? Xing Chen. Source C and D agree. Let's go. Start from here.
Sources C and D agree with one another in terms of British citizens being proud of their NHS.
Source C.
Source C states that nothing inspires national pride quite like the National Health Service. More than 2/3 of respondents in a recent poll said they considered the establishment of the institution, which turns 70 this week, to be Britain's greatest achievements. And Source D states that Dr. Mark Porter, leader of the Doctors' Union, the British Medical Association, and the Fund's findings were clear evidence that our much maligned NHS is one of the top performing health care systems in the world.
So both of them agree, to say that the NHS in Britain is one of the best because of 70 years we are still going strong. A bit nonsense, after you know that there's some protest. If it's good now, then there will be no such thing. But this is a green part, okay. So is it reliability? Wait, got take away this one first. Okay, come. Yi Chen. Saucy. Please read. Thank you.
I cannot see the thing.
Too small. Here. Source C and D. This one.
Just now my thing left. Source C and D agree with one another in terms of the British citizens being proud of their NHS because NHS is effective.
Slash healthcare. Just say effective.
Is NHS meet the healthcare needs of British citizens.
Quality healthcare services.
Quality healthcare services.
Until here, both sources
agree in terms of the NHS is good enough for the British because of recognition NHS receives. NHS is effective, meet the healthcare needs of British citizens, quality healthcare services.
Carry on. Last paragraph.
Source C states that nothing inspires nation pride quite like the National Health Services. More than 2/3 of respondents in a recent poll said they considered the establishment of institution, which turned 70 this week, to be Britain's greatest achievement. And Source D states that Dr. Mark Porter, leader of the Doctors' Union and British Medical Association, said the finding were clear evidence that our much maligned NHS is one of the top performing healthcare systems in the world.
So you say much maligned means okay lah, so not so very good, okay, can manageable. Okay, so you see, just now the different from what Xing Chen read is like that. Without the further evidence of support there. So we help with the support to ask to see whether is it reliable. So we cross-reference things of evidence. Tong Yue, your turn. Source C.
Source
State
C
that.
states that now infant mortality rates have been reduced by more than 80% since 1960. Deaths from strokes and heart diseases have fallen steeply, linked to greater use of preventive medication, including statins and drugs, to reduce blood pressures, and to the decline in smoking, which is partially the result of policies such as indoor smoking ban. The decline in smoking, which is this means that NHS is successful, effective, good enough, because NHS meets the healthcare needs of the British citizen.
So C says that agree. Yeah? And please write down successful, effective, and good enough for the government to implement the MediSave, MediShield, MediFund for Singaporean. So you can use these 3 words. Okay, next, but it disagree. So when the word but comes in, Tong Yue.
But source D states that a combination of rising patient demand, staff shortages, and falling funding is undermining the very foundations of NHS, as is the constant short-term interference from politicians of all colors. This means that the
NHS unsuccessful.
The NHS is unsuccessful, ineffective, not good enough, because NHS is facing problems that will deter them from achieving their objectives.
Yeah, write down. Facing problem that will deter. Okay, so it says that you can say that the MediSave, the funding by the governments is not enough, and therefore the needy is facing problems that will deter them from achieving to get enough healthcare support by the government in Singapore. Okay, so this is disagreeing. So you can see that there's also forming into whether you agree or not agree, but at the same time both agree, but one of them, there's one part of the source that source D say that I don't agree. It's not true. It's not enough to combat the funding, to combat the cost of the standard of living. That, in the 1948, the standard of living at that time is very low. But in the 2020 or 2018, the standard of living has risen maybe 10 times. The inflation rates is so high. So we cannot continue to afford this NHS forever. If you want to continue, then people must, like some of you talk about seeing, you talk about taxation system. That means I could start taxing people to bring in more money to pay for all these bills. Okay, Ziyi, last one, your turn. Ziyi. Source C is trying.
Source C is trying to praise the NHS for being effective, successful, good enough to manage the healthcare needs of the British citizens, because NHS can meet or address the specific healthcare needs of the British citizens.
No, I never ate.
As a result, the author hopes that the British government will continue to ensure that NHS provides quality healthcare services for the British. But Source D is trying to warn the British government about the NHS being ineffective or unsuccessful or not being good enough in managing the healthcare needs of the British citizens because of the many problems or challenges that NHS has to overcome. As a result, the British government hopes that the British government can implement more effective measures to remedy or save or reform the current NHS system.
Thank you. A bit can't really hear you, but I think we are following through the words that you are reading. But to see that the last part itself, okay, the purpose, why is to show that whether is it reliable rater, is to see that you see Source C is trying. I hear the word trying. I don't like to use, I will never write this in trying. Source C is praising, or you can say Source C is definitely praising the NHS for their best efforts, that they are doing so much to help the British citizen to have the best of the specific healthcare being taken care of all walks of life. So as a result, the author hopes that the British government will still continue to get the praise and compliments and the pat on the shoulder to say that it's a well done job. Well, Source D is totally different. It's saying that, no, look, there's no way that we are going to continue with this kind of poor quality services that the British government has provided for the healthcare to the citizens of the British. We need to do something about it. We need to change the problems, or we should add more funding. We should give more taxes, or we should look into ways that maybe the rich should not be having the rich should not be having the kind of free services. They should pay for the services, and so that we can allocate enough resources on medications, for those needy people. So there's two ways. Is it reliable or not? Based on the background information, both are reliable, both are useful, both also agree to a certain extent, and both also tells you that NHS is similar. Listen right now, serious. That is similar to Singapore because both also want to give welfare. They will also want to able to provide quality healthcare services right now. They also want to ensure that healthcare is affordable for all walks of life, especially the lower income and the middle income, which is similar to Singapore. Seriously. That's why we got this Pioneer Generation discount, which my mommy always go for checkup, for her dementia, for her leg, for operations. The government was really 50% subsidized of the bill. So imagine the bill is $100. The government subsidized 50%, I think. So left how much? $50, right? Huh? Then not only that, auntie, because you are Pioneer Generation, I give you another 50%. So left how much? $25, right? Sing it. Correct? Then auntie, never mind. But because you still got MediSave, you still can cover MediSave. You guess what? All the $25 use MediSave to cover. So 我妈妈去看医生the bill put there zero, payment $0. Seriously. Children, please don't have feeling, no hard feeling, please. Seriously, listen, no hard feeling. If you're going to stay in Singapore, you either earn a lot of money to make sure that next time your parents and myself will not have any critical illness. It's super expensive. To go for one MRI, you know what's MRI now, Razor? You know, you go to inside, you can scan your brain. It's $1,000. $1,000. My mom went to scan her brain. Was about 1,200. Government says subsidized 600, so I still have to pay 600. But because of Pioneer Generation, I pay $300. And then because I bought insurance, I pay 150. And now I use CPF, I pay $100. All in all, I come out cash of $50. But imagine if you guys do not have MediSave, and of course you can deduct from my MediSave. So please, you either work very hard, enough MediSave to buy a house, to take care of your healthcare for yourself and your immediate family. Okay, this MediSave, MediShield, CPF is very important. The more you earn, the more you put into your CPF to take care of your needy next time. So it's very important. Okay, that's why NHS is not that, because all depends on the government. So the government, not only that, I think anyone have been to overseas in Africa, Australia, New Zealand, United Kingdom or USA will know, if some of your friends and relatives stay there, you know 有些人他们是白吃白做的，没有做工的赵学 You know, they sit there, they don't work, they go to government there and every week collect money. You know 了，在外国是这样的新加坡不可以他这样做我们完蛋了，每个人都不要做工可是在外国可以这样做 because they got enough resources, because their taxes are very high. A person who, the higher you earn, look at the football player in England, the Manchester United, Liverpool or Spurs or Arsenal, they are earning $100,000 or over $1,000 and their taxes is 40%. All this money goes to all this kind of fund. You want to earn so hard and give money to those people 好吃懒做的吗？守株待兔。You don't want, right, 赵学 Correct. You want to take care of, unless the money you give to those old folks home, fair enough. But these are the people 20 plus, 30 plus, don't want to work in United Kingdom. And then they every week go and collect money from the government. And these are the taxpayer money, Sorry, this is how their policy works. But in Singapore, we do not have this kind of policy. So you have to save for a rainy day. So this is very important. Okay. So before we go, we got a few essays to go through. So I would like to share one of the essay, which is done by Tongye. Okay. Oh, yes. Please read. I think all of you please pay attention to why not? Okay, very first paragraph, Yao Yi, can you read to the class, please? This was because
Singapore.
Sorry. The question is this one, in case you forget. Okay. This is the question. Okay, let's go.
This was because Singapore has an immigration policy due to limited manpower to support aging population. Singapore introduced the immigration policy due to an aging population and a brain drain.
Write down, well done, brain drain, that's the word. Carry on.
Aging population is when there is a high old age dependency ratio in Singapore. Brain drain when professionals such as doctors, lawyers, engineers move out of Singapore to work and do not want to return back in Singapore.
Stop. Please. Singapore spends so much money on all of you here. Please. I hope it's good to go out and explore the world, get experience, but please come back to the country where they support you. I very appreciate that. But unless one day you find that 30 years down the road, Singapore is so sucks, so lousy, corrupted, okay, poor government, then please leave the country and find a better place to live. But if you think Singapore is still good for you, please continue to stay here. Okay, this is what I believe. Okay, carry on. Thank you, Yao Yi.
All of this leads to lack of manpower and to support the economy. At current birth rates and without immigration, the number of working age citizens is projected to decline from 2020 onwards. Singapore's overall citizen population is predicted to decline from 2025 onwards as well.
Stop. I don't know where you get this information, Tong Yen. Okay, I don't know where you get. It's very true. I think all of you, please, if you are doing this kind of aging population, this is a good projection and statistics like Xing Tan, you're talking about statistics to collect data. This is very good. And it's true. Because of this drain, and there's people are not giving birth. Good luck to us. We're going to have a lot of aging population issue. Okay, so take note of this one. The 2020 is true. It's getting worse. That's why now the problem also happened to China. Now China is opening up for couples to have more than 2 children or 3 children if you can afford it. Now China is looking like kind of policy like the Singapore government, as well as in Japan. Okay, thank you. Carry on.
With a demand in the labor-intensive industries, Singapore decided to encourage migration to Singapore using the immigration policy. The immigration
to attract foreign talents. Must write the word foreign talents. You must write the word foreign talents. Carry on.
Made it easy for foreigners to come to Singapore to work and live. This makes Singapore.
This as well as, okay, sorry, I just put my own screen. This make as well as receive educations, make Singapore a convenient
and welcoming and
conducive place
for migrants, and thus there are more new citizens who are from foreign countries granted citizenship in Singapore.
Finish up.
Singapore also has a lot of economic opportunities, which often attract migrants and immigrants looking for employment.
Write this on 3 tick. 3 tick means super duper excellent point. Because of economic opportunities, I thank you all your parents who have put their expertise, their professionalism, their skills in this country, okay, to help Singapore to boost up the economies. Whether you are Indians, you are China, you are Vietnams, or whatever countries, okay, we take 人才OK， 你的 parents 是人才，不是你们你们暂时还没有sorry， 我不是看不起你们赵玄被困 ，OK， 你们还没有拿到那个证 ，OK， so you are there for it Some of you I think are under scholarships, well done. OK, carry on, Yao Yi.
In Singapore, employment opportunities are readily available due to the large number of businesses that operate here.
FTA, Free Trade Agreement. Aaron?
The ease of doing business, growth potential, stable political environment, and well-established judiciary.
Judiciary, yes, judiciary.
System,
that means it's the law and order.
System attract global investors such as multinational corporations, MNCs. This has resulted in Singapore's reputation as a business and financial hub.
Right now, it's not just business, it's a financial hub. Which is talking about financial. What is the difference? Business is business, doing business. Financial, we are talking about banking. Okay, carry on.
And this attracted about 7,000 MNCs to set up operations here. Therefore, many professionals and experts expert foreigners wants to come to Singapore to work, and this increases the number of new citizens that are granted citizenship in Singapore.
Thank you, Yao Yi. Well read. Good voice. Thank you so much. Now, before we end the lesson, your turn. Okay, the last few questions next week I'll go through for the SPQ. Okay, so if you get time, you do it. I know some of you got WA test, so yeah, let's go, Yao Yi.
The government plays an important role in.
No, sorry, not Yao Yi. 对不起，我讲错。Yao Yi, thank you so much. I'm looking at Tong Ye, but I call your name. Tong Ye, let's finish out. 对不起，对。No wonder Tong Ye, blah, blah. Thank you, Yao Yi. Very good. Tong Ye, go.
The government plays an important role in integrating the new citizens into Singapore because the government can create policies which could help foreigners to be protected and welcomed. One example of this would be the ethnic integration policy introduced in 1989, which helps to achieve ethnic mix in HDB estates and to prevent the formation of ethnic enclaves. By providing opportunities for locals and foreigners with different ethnic background, social cohesion could be strengthened, and this helped to foreigners to integrate into Singapore.
Of course, because of this ethnic policy, you guys from different walks of life, from different backgrounds, from different countries, ethnicities, are willing to sacrifice your mother's land to come to Singapore to find a greener pasture for your next generation and for yourself. Because you know that there's this social cohesion. That there's no such thing as that. You don't worry that when you walk on the street, you get kind of hantam or beaten up by the certain group of people to ask you are Asians, please get out of this country. We do not do that. Okay, thank you. Carry on.
The citizens play an important role in integrating new citizens into Singapore by helping with forging common experiences. Common experiences with locals can help immigrants adapt to being part of the Singaporean society, as well as encouraging immigrants to develop better understanding and to tolerance and appreciation, interact outside of their own communities. One example of
comfort
zone is the National Service. Second generation PRs are also expected to dedicate 2 years of their lives serving the nation despite not being native to Singapore. This thus encourage them to mix and pursue.
No, this thus encourage them to why I cancel these? This does encourage them to have personal times, is it? No, with this encourage them to mix with. Okay, sorry, take away the mix. I think I accidentally. Okay, take away this one. Okay, never mind. Okay, to mix with people.
To mix with people from diverse religious and cultural backgrounds and to put collective interests over oneself. Therefore, when foreigners develop with locals, they understand them better and also adapt to Singapore's way of life better and
okay, adapt to Singapore way of life. Actually, I want to put able to live and adopt and adapt a better life. Okay, carry on.
The interactions and common experiences help them to feel a connection with. Will definitely help them to feel a connection towards Singapore and have a strong sense of belonging. Thus, citizens play an important role in integrating new citizens into Singapore by helping with forging common experiences. Overall, I think
carry on.
That the citizens play a more important role in integrating new citizens into Singapore because citizens are the ones who will ultimately interact with the foreigners on a day-to-day basis.
Sorry, I think the whole thing just move away. That's why okay, just put there. You need to have this instead of 5 points. I don't know where is the other points. I might accidentally move the thing. That's why I myself also find it something wrong because of moving. Okay, please write down. Okay, so finally you put there that new citizens are more important to play a vital roles to help rather than the government who implement the kind of policy. So there is a weightage. Okay, so write down. You need to write involved to help. Okay, interest to know more, insist racial harmony, innovate new ideas to integrate. Okay, these are the points that if you are writing this kind of essay, involved to help one another to integrate, interest to know more about the others, foreign immigrants who come to Singapore. For example, nowadays there are a lot of Vietnamese coming to Singapore, or Cambodians, or even Malaysians. Malaysian is very common, or even maybe from Koreans, okay, or even from Thailand. So you innovate new ideas like maybe a block party, house visit, or maybe some now cannot have COVID because of COVID-19. We cannot have this big skills or party in a community center or racial harmonies to involve them. Okay. Okay, that's about it for today's lessons. I hope that you guys will be able to help me to write something for this coming. Okay. What happened? Okay. All right, to complete your homework, Ken, for your this SPQ, for this NHS. At the same time, if you have any other homework from the school, please send it to me for me to view. If not, then next week I will be giving another SRQ or SPQ for you to do and complete, hopefully by the diversity. And any questions? Any questions for any one of you, Lisa? Oh, today excellent. Everyone really take part. Very good. You Ming, you as usual last one log off. I want to talk to you. If no questions, let me stop the recording.